So I'm very pleased to welcome from the VW Group Charging, the CCO, Simon Löffler. Hello to you, Simon.
Good afternoon. Oh, is the mic on? Do you hear me? Is the mic on? Yeah. Okay, now the mic is on. Oh, good afternoon. My name is Simon Löffler, CCO of Volkswagen Group Charging. Most of you probably know Volkswagen Group Charging in the brand of Elli. I will explain a bit what the structure is. Thank you for those nice words of introduction. I think we actually look at this whole thing more as an opportunity than a threat. So I think all of you know how focused Volkswagen is in the automotive sector, pushing EVs into the market. I think we have great cars. A lot of them I've seen around here too. So yes, we are totally motivated to get those cars out, but think in a more holistic way and also think about the infrastructure and the surroundings of a car, where we see a lot of profit pools for us in the future. And how we're going to do that, I would like to elaborate a bit in the next couple of minutes. I'll try to be fast so we can maybe speed up the time again, go back on the schedule, and maybe have some questions ready. Is it on? Yes. So Oren was talking a lot. When I was backstage, I heard a lot of the word scale, scale, scale. And it was maybe a very technical view of the word scaling. We look at this as the market needs to scale. Not only the EV market in terms of cost, but also the infrastructure and everything around. The energy needs to scale. So we started to have a new setup. We are now trying to do all brands, all markets under one umbrella, and that's Volkswagen Group Charging. And the brand in the US, you might know Electrify America, Elli in Europe, and we have Combustion in China. And that is the global reach we're trying to have, and with all the brands. And you see a lot of brands here, but I think one I would like to mention too, which shows how big the scale actually is also brands MAN and Scania. So we also have trucks in the group. So we go from a car to a truck, we go from North America to China. So we do a lot. And what do we do? If you look at the EV driver, what is the most important thing for an EV driver when he wants to charge his car? It needs to be hassle-free, it needs to be easy, hopefully cheap. And it needs to be everywhere. It sounds very basic, very simple, hard to do, and we'll all work on it. And we want to achieve that 2025. That's the big thing here for today. So that is the EV driver. But then we also have providers of charging infrastructure, CPOs, companies who want to offer that to their customers or to their workforce or fleets, whatever. There are so many things on the market, and everybody needs charging infrastructure. And we want to have the full scope for them. We want to have a solution. We want to have a one-stop shop for those people. And that's how we think this is going to be easy. This is going to be hassle-free, and this is going to be everywhere for everybody. And that's what we do. And to be honest, even Volkswagen as a group and the Volkswagen Group Charging is too small for this. So we need you, all of you. We need partners. We want to invite everybody to join the journey to provide charging to everybody on a hassle-free basis for every day. So reach out to us. There's, you see all that scope. And it's not going to be that we're going to have electricians on site or, do installations, maintenance work, whatever. So there's a lot to do. We invite everybody to come along on our journey and help us doing that. So when Christian was talking to me before the conference and about the speech, he's like, please give us your view on charging in 2025. Wow, 2025's long way. I think today, 2021, we're still very much on the basic charging. I think it would be great if we had enough chargers for everybody. Everybody could charge. The chargers would work all the time, and nobody had to go and turn around and go to another charger to charge his car. So I think we're on the edge of coming from basic charging to what we call intelligent charging, but we still need to work. This is why this is showing this long road, even to 25. We need to work on the basic charging. Easy, hassle-free, everywhere. Intelligent charging for us would be a cost reduction because we optimize the energy flows. We've just heard a lot of technical things on how that works. This needs to be pushed into the market. This needs to scale to do. And then on 2025, we could see that this is then integrated into the energy world. So bridging the automotive sector, the battery of a car, with the energy world, and then really, thinking about buffering the grid and stuff like that. So that's what we think is then monetizing the battery of an EV driver for the future. And that's what we see for 2025. So the question is, how do you bridge? So what we do is we're building our global IoT platform. Okay, big buzzword, IoT platform, I know. But it's going to be global, and it's going to be an IoT platform. That's why we call it like that. We want to connect and bridge this energy world to the automotive sector. And again, here, scale is important, right? We have heard that software needs to scale, but also a business model like that needs to scale. And this is what we want to do. This is our utmost goal, is to build that platform and build business models around it. Want to hear an example? Of course. Example is the cars. So those are numbers from 2019. In 2019, we lost 6,500 gigawatt hours of energy in that year. Just because the wind was blowing or the sun was shining and nobody could use that energy. And that energy was trashed somewhere, right? Put into ovens and heated up aluminum ovens just to get it out of the grid. And we even have to pay for that, right? This is like, at the end, it's cost because the aluminum company gets money to take that energy away. So this is just trashed energy, right? Why don't we use it? This is what we want to do. We want to use that energy. We just recently launched last month actually, a new energy tariff, Naturstrom Connect. Everybody should get it. Huh? What we do, we push green energy into your car when it's connected and when this energy is there. So the minute we have enough green energy or we have more green energy in the grid, we push energy in your car. We charge you up as much as possible because we want to use those 6,500 gigawatts. We don't want to trash them anymore. We want to use them. So you could even say, because this is already carbon neutral, right? Because it's a green energy tariff, we could almost say we're carbon negative here because we're using this, which is usually just used for nothing, right? And so we think this is an innovation. We have it on the market. It's not very normal for an automotive, I think. But go out and try it. Another example. The car itself. It's a big battery, right? It's driving around, it's a big battery. Most of the times it's actually standing, it's not driving. So when it's standing, we can connect it to the grid, and then we have a battery buffer. So we are thinking about the flock of cars, right? Schwarm in German, the flock. I think that is a picture we all like because we think we can do a lot with that power bank of cars. We can use it in our home. I mean, a normal car today has between, let's say, 50 to 100 kilowatt hours of storage, battery storage in a car. So that means we're at maybe a week of energy for a 4-person household, roughly, maybe less. Some people use more energy, then it's less. But it's enormous. It's not just a little thing, right? And we need to use that. This is important. So we can use that and fill that battery when the wind is blowing. This is animated, I'm sorry. So wind is blowing, we know, because in our energy IoT platform, we know there's prediction, wind is going to blow tomorrow, it's going to blow the whole day. We're going to have a lot of green energy in the market. We're going to charge up that car, right? We're going to use it and charge it and charge it and charge it and build up the battery. So it's a buffer. And what we do then, of course, we give it away later. We give it away. No, hold on. That was one too far. Why does it not? There's a slide missing. Okay, I'm sorry. One slide is missing. There's actually a slide then that you can also give the power away, right? So first you charge because the wind is blowing, there's green energy, we charge our cars, and then it's very clear, you just give it away. And so altogether, you have all those use cases for bidirectional charging, which is in your home. You can buffer your home. You can just give back energy to your home, and you can cook and whatever, watch TV, charge your computer, whatever you have. But you could also, and that is then the energy optimization, you can also give energy back to the grid because you can stabilize the grid because we're lack of energy somewhere else. And then there's this other third thing, vehicle to load. I mean, I don't know how. For me, it's always like when we're on the road, a lot of times we're on the road, I would like to charge my computer. That's great. You could actually do it with the car, no problem. It's there, right? Not those little 12-volt thing. Just your normal charger, put it in. This is going to become reality. We have introduced bidirectional charging for next year, or we will introduce it next year. So the first load management use case of ISO 15118 is being implemented at the moment. We're going to show that in an ID3 next year. So it's available next year. And I think for 2025, this is going to become the reality. This is how we're going to live, how it's going to work. And again, if you look at this, this is like with all the centralized systems with a decentralized network. I've seen that in the smart metering industry before. I've seen that doing smart home devices in a startup a couple years ago. Actually, it's always the same hassle. You have a big centralized system. It needs a lot of computing power. It needs scale. And then you have a field. And the field needs connectivity, and the field needs open standards because you want to connect to anything which is there. So it helps to be open on standards, connect everything, get the right connectivity in, and then push it up into the platform, the IT platform, have the computing power, and do all of those use cases for your customers. And there's more to come. I think we cannot even imagine today how the world is going to look like in 2030, 2035, because there's going to be a lot of intelligent brains who are going to come up with a lot of better ideas than I have, and we're looking for them. So again, we want to partner with you, and also we're looking for talent. So if you have talent, if you think this is an appealing story, talk to us. We need talent. So this was a big view into the future. And now we're going, just give me maybe 2 or 3 minutes to also make a pitch on what we do at the moment, right? And still among the top 3 reasons for people not buying our great ID3, ID4, Porsche Taycan, e-tron, whatever, is the charging infrastructure. I mean, that's the feedback from our customers. Where is this charging infrastructure? I'm afraid I have a hassle to fill up my car. How is this going to work? So we have to think about that as well. This is what we do constantly, looking in how can we make charging and the adoption of charging more reliable, bigger, and everywhere always easy. So, as I said, under the roof of Volkswagen Group Charging, we have a very wide global reach. So we have dedicated ourselves, again, we're at 2025, 10,000 fast charging points in Northern America, electrify America, electrify Canada. We have announced a lot of partnerships within Europe with big players. There's more to come. Again, we're looking for partners. You're all invited. We want to have 18,000 charging points within Europe and 17,000 charging points in China. We do have a joint venture in China, which is COMS, and we're working on that. We're trying to scale our HPC charging. So boost HPC is one of the things. Second thing is MSP service. I don't know if you know, but the Volkswagen MSP service, the Elli MSP service, we have 2,500 charging points in the system. And that means 2,500 charging points of all of you together in our atmosphere, in our ecosystem, implemented in our cars, a lot of cars, all over, all brands, Seat, Skoda, all of them. So we have integrated this, and so we already have a huge scale and a global brand, and we're trying to push that because it's important. People want to charge their car. So we do have a massive reach, and we invite you again to partner with us. What else? We're always thinking about innovations. One of the innovations we have just recently got production ready. We finalized it last year, and now we're like ready to scale that, ready to roll out. We're in the process of now selling it. Is our new product Flexibel. Flexibel is a product where you have two HPC charging points, 150 kilowatts on the charging point, and it's a battery buffer inside that thing, and you can just connect it to a normal grid situation. So just your distribution grid, you connect it on a 40 kilowatt level, on normal distribution grid, so everywhere you have that. If not, you do the 22 kilowatt, no problem. And then you connect that to the grid, very easy. It's just really plug it in like a radio, and then you can actually charge. So it's very easy to install, and it has a very nice price point, therefore. I think there's a little video now for the charge pole. Please enjoy it. I'm sorry to say that it is in German, right? We only have it in German. I'll make sure we have it in English next year.
Die Powerbank fürs Elektroauto, das ist die flexible Schnellladesäule. Mit ihr liefert Volkswagen Group Components einen wichtigen Beitrag zur Zukunft der Mobilität. Denn damit E-Fahrzeuge sich durchsetzen, muss der Kunde sie überall laden können. Für dieses Ziel entwickelt Volkswagen Group Components mehrere intelligente Konzepte. Eine Lösung, die Schnellladesäule. Die kompakte Schnellladesäule funktioniert wie eine Powerbank. Sie braucht wenig Platz und kann überall dort aufgestellt werden, wo gerade Bedarf ist. Sie wird ans Stromnetz angeschlossen und ersetzt so fest installierte Ladesäulen. 2 E-Autos laden gleichzeitig mit bis zu 150 kW. Die Ladesäule entlastet außerdem das Stromnetz zu Spitzenzeiten, denn sie speichert Energie, eben wie eine Powerbank. Wird regenerativ erzeugter Strom in die Ladesäule eingespeist, ermöglicht sie so eine saubere, CO2-neutrale Mobilität. Die Ladesäule bietet künftig sogar alten Batterien aus E-Autos ein zweites Leben. Sie werden als Energiespeicher weitergenutzt. Im Rahmen eines Pilotprojekts sind die ersten 12 Ladesäulen in Wolfsburg im Einsatz. Mit E.ON ist bereits ein erster Kooperationspartner an Bord, der die flexiblen Säulen in sein Ladenetz integriert. Und noch in 2020 startet die Serienproduktion der Ladesäule in Hannover sowie in China mit dem Joint Venture Innovative Charging Solutions. Wie die Powerbank für Smartphone wird die flexible Schnellladesäule der Volkswagen Group Components somit ein wichtiger Teil des Ladekonzepts für heute, morgen und übermorgen.
Yes. So, oh no. Well, Oh, I went back. Oh, I'm sorry. Hopefully this is not starting again now. No way. Here we go. So flex pull. Anybody who wants to see the flex pull, it's over in the what is it? Werkstatt. It's over in the Werkstatt. It's a little bit in the corner. I'm sorry. I don't know why we placed it so far in the corner, but look at it. It's there. And if you want to know more about it, the team is here. I'm nothing without this team. So can the team get up so you see who is there from Volkswagen Group Charging? They all sit there. Get up. So talk to them. They know everything about it, okay? Now they're shy. Did you see it? They're shy. That's okay. So that's about what I had to say. Again, please talk to us. Let's stay in a dialogue. We're very committed to this. We would love to attract more people, more partners, more talent. We're scaling big time, so come and talk to us. And yeah, hopefully that was a bit of interesting for you.